Hey, welcome back to CycleFab. I'm Larry. In today's video, I will be lapping valves. I will show you guys the way I do it. I've done a few of these. I've never done, like I said before in previous videos, I've never done an inline four, so all of this is new to me, but it's just repetition of, one cylinder 4 times, so it's not that big of a deal. Just more parts. Now, I'm going to go ahead and lap these valves. The reason why, they're in great shape, really. For a bike to be as old as this is, like I said, it only has 14,000 miles on it. The valve seats look pristine, really, for it being that old. There is some staining down in there, no oxidation. It's just been sitting since 1993, all right? And the valves also, they look fine. They're nice and shiny. Here's some close-ups of what the valves look like. Also, these seats in here, I'll give you a close-up on those. They're outstanding to me, really. Like I said, to be as old as this is, obviously, when I say outstanding, I don't mean brand new. Anyway, I want to go ahead and lap these valves in. Now, these valves are going back in the same holes that they came out of. And I just want to check to see how much contact or bearing surface that we're actually getting with these. And I think it's going to be good. I really had no reason to doubt that it won't be. I think we'll get 100% contact, or 98%. I don't know. Anyway, let's just do this and go ahead and get done with it. And because I'm really curious to find out what's going on with this. Now, before I go any further, I'll be using Dykem, a layout die. There's a description of it down below in the bottom. If you want to pick some up on Amazon, feel free to do so. Normally, I use the aerosol layout dies. And it doesn't have to be Dykem, by the way. It can be pretty much any brand except for the super cheap ones. Spend a little bit of money when it comes to this. Anyway, the brush-on Dykem is pretty much all that I use it for, is doing stuff like this. I wouldn't use the spray on this, or the aerosol rather, because it would go everywhere. I don't need it everywhere. I just need it right on the seats. So I'll be using that. And anyway, I've got some old Clover valve grinding compound that I swear to God belonged to my grandfather. And anyway, I'll be using the fine of this. I've got a few cans of this stuff, antiques. Anyway, I want to use that and just give these guys a little bit of work over, just to cure my curiosity. And so let's get with it. The rest of the valves are laid in there right now in their place, and they're ready to be lapped. I got 2 already done before I started shooting this footage, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the other 6, get them done. I had no doubts that, I was gonna get 100% coverage. These things look new. They're just, like I said, stained, have this stained tint to them. So I guess you call that patina. Yeah. Gonna go through the other 6, do them. I know they're gonna come out the same. I just do a very light pressure, okay? That's, you don't grind on it. There's a lot of videos out there on YouTube for lapping valves. Anyway, everybody has their own way of doing it, but basically it's the same. that came out sweet. A big relief off of my mind, knowing that all these have 100% contact. I would hate to get this thing all together and get on down the road and find out, you know. Anyway, I measured the bearing surfaces on here just for the heck of it, and they measure about 1.5 millimeters in width on both the valves and the seats, which is plenty of engagement as far as bearing surface goes. Now, I left the dye on here. I went ahead and cleaned off all the polishing compound so you guys could get a look at what this looks like. Now, when I was lapping these in, I was not putting a lot of pressure on that little tool. Basically the weight of my hands and going back and forth and just putting light pressure on it. Like I said, I just wanted to find out, you know, where it's bearing at. I really didn't want to take off, you know, a lot of material or anything like that. I've heard of people using drills on these, and nah, I don't know. It depends on how bad your seats are. But yeah, just cleaning them up, wanting to get a look at it to see what your bearing surface is, check that out, which I do suggest doing if you ever do pull the head off of a motor. Just doing a top end job on it, even. Take the valves out, check them, you know, make sure everything's okay with them. And while you got them out, go ahead and just lightly hit them, lapping them. Hey, I really appreciate you guys showing up every weekend and watching me. I'm at 3,400 subscribers right now, and I really do appreciate you guys for that. And I'm growing steadily. So anyway, keep coming back. Remember, give me a like if you like the video. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell too while you're at it so you know when my next videos are coming out. Anyway, I'll see you guys next weekend, and hopefully this thing will be together. I'm anxious to get it running up on the stand. Anyway, talk to you. Bye.
Thank you.